Hello, welcome to a very impromptu Seattle Sephora haul / get ready with me. Today is day one of my conference. I got in yesterday at 2 in the morning, slept for 12 hours and went to Sephora, obviously. And I'm gonna show you what I got and we're gonna get ready together. So I slept last night from 9 p.m. local time, woke up to party at 1. And I was like, I'm so not tired, but I forced myself to go back to sleep and it was successful. And then I woke up at 7. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. Not feeling as bad as I was yesterday jet lag wise, but I did spend an absolute bag at Sephora. But I regret nothing because none of this you can get in Australia pretty much. So starting off strong, the Ordinary BHA AHA mask. You would have seen me use this before. It's like this red, we call it the blood of our enemies mask. Scarlett and I, she used to work for Deciem, which is the company that owns The Ordinary, and this used to be able to get in Australia. We used to use it when we were in uni, but it's just such a strong chemical exfoliant that you need a prescription for it in Australia. So I stocked up on these, one for me, one for her. And House Labs, obviously. Why is this sort of like, okay, stay there, thank you. House Labs was what I was probably most excited about. I got 2 concealers, like a light one and a dark one. I'm my palest right now because it's winter in Australia and I'm just not tanning. So I'm probably gonna use these today, just the light one. And I also got a House Labs foundation, and as well, I think it's probably gonna be too dark for my skin right now, but this is 175 light neutral. I did that little skin quiz online and it told me that I was this one. So we're just gonna hope for the best. And I'm pretty sure we can get these in Australia. It's the Summer Fridays lip glosses, but I'm pretty sure they're like always out of stock and they're super expensive, but I got 3 of them. One for me and my 2 best girly friends. And these are, I don't know what flavor they are. Pink sugar. They smelt really good. And we don't have this either. It's this lip plumping Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk big lip plump gasm, and I was like, sign me up. I haven't got my lips done in ages and I just love anything plumping, but they didn't have the regular Pillow Talk, they only had the medium, so I could also further justify because I don't have anything in the medium color Pillow Talk, just the normal color Pillow Talk. And I've seen these for years all over TikTok. It's the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops, and again, we have these in Australia, but they're always out of stock and I just want to try them. Again, probably not this complexion. I don't really need it in my foundation because my foundation's already pretty much too dark for me. We're just doing skincare and makeup all in together. Tatcha has a sunscreen. I love Tatcha. I literally am the biggest fan of Tatcha. It's so spenny, but I love it. And I love me a good SPF. Today I'm wearing my usual, which is just the ultraviolet. I also have used the go-to one. I quite like that, but this I have high hopes for. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer is like my entire TikTok right now. I'm really excited to try this out. And again, we have Laneige in Australia, but not at Mecca, which is like the equivalent of Sephora. You've got to go to Sephora in Australia, which is not very good, and there's not one near me, really. So I got 3 of these Laneige lip masks. I currently am using the green apple one, and they didn't have that, so I'm trying the vanilla, and again, some for my girlfriends. And Scarlett, like this was the only thing. I was like, oh, I'm going to Sephora, do you want anything? And she's like, oh my God, if you could find this one lipstick from House Labs, got it. I have heard her talk about these before. We got the red color. It's like, it goes on like kind of glossy, but it's like a liquid lip, but it doesn't go like matte, but apparently it like doesn't move. So I'm really excited to use this. As you can tell, red is my favorite color. So one for her, one for me. I also, this was on my list as well, anything by Say. Is that how you say it? Say. Especially their liquid blushes. And I got the color Chili, which is almost like a little bit more mauve than what I would usually get. But I was feeling a little bit adventurous. I wanted to get something different because I've got a couple of the Rare Beauty ones. We have Rare Beauty in Australia. But again, the selection is like not very big. Here, there's just the biggest aisles of every single brand. I think I was in Sephora for like over an hour. It was overwhelming. Okay, so that's 1 bag done. We've got bag number 2. Okay, again, I said I was a big fan of Tatcha. I love their rice water, like face wash, cleansing face wash, but I haven't used anything else. So in here is the deep cleanse, the rice wash, the essence, the water cream, the cleansing oil, and the dewy skin cream. And usually I love like anything with minis in it, like perfect for travel. This was $68 US and it's $118 value. So it's about 100 Australian dollars, which is crazy affordable for how much we pay for this stuff in Australia. I just couldn't say no, you know? This was my little treat for spending so much money at Sephora. They gave me, my Sephora account in Australia like doesn't work here. Like they're not transferable, which is kind of a pain. So I had to like set up a new account, but I did get a little freebie. I haven't used Youth to the People, but it just reminds me of Grwm and I know that people love it. So I am excited to try that. It's the cleanser, the moisturizing cream, and a mask, which I think is so good for a little freebie. And I also got the Laneige sleeping mask, like the face mask. It's like not a liquid, but it's not like a sheet mask or anything. Bouncy and firm, and it just smelled really good. And I was like, I want to try this. I've never seen this before in Australia. So, and I love a mask lately. I love a mask. I also got these two. They're open because I used them last night. Summer Fridays jet lag mask, because I could be influenced off a cliff. And the jet lag overnight eye serum. Loved both of these. Like woke up, my skin is like feeling really nice and soft. And big fan of these. They were expensive though. Summer Fridays is spenny. And finally, I got the Dior Addict Lip Glow Oil. Again, talking about things that are expensive, potentially not worth it, maybe. But again, I've just been really wanting to try this because it's everywhere. It reminds me, I have one that looks just like this. And I was using it on the plane liberally. Can I find it? No, I can't. It's just the Emco Beauty. And it was like $12. And this looks exactly the same. And this was not $12. It's a lot thicker though. Oh, the applicator feels really nice. It's like fat. Okay, this is much nicer. It's like mentholy. Ooh. What is wrong with my contact? Okay, so face-wise, makeup-wise, I don't know what we're gonna do today because, like I said, I don't really have anything that matches the color of my face because I'm not fake tanned. I did bring some makeup, but I'm gonna try and use some of the things that I bought yesterday. Let's do, I don't want to go like too heavy, but I am gonna do the House Vibes concealer. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here in front, this is a radiator. I went on live on TikTok and I mentioned like, oh, there's like a radiator and the toilet is like a manual like lever, like it's like going back in the past. I've never lived anywhere or stayed in a hotel that has a physical radiator. Okay, so this is the lighter color that I got. And I think it's still probably a little bit too dark. What do we think? I think I'm just gonna mix this potentially with my Flawless filter. It doesn't have a scent. It reminds me of the Dior concealer just with the packaging, but I really don't like the Dior concealer because it leaks and I hate it. And I'm like, this was so expensive and it's leaking. Rude. Okay. So I'm just going to use my Charlotte Tilbury. Interesting as well. So in Australia, they don't actually carry my shade of Charlotte Tilbury. I use a 2.5 and they only carry like whole numbers. So I have to buy my Charlotte Tilbury online and they didn't have it either here. So they only had whole numbers as well. See, look at how orange that is. I need to get some sunshine. I am so looking forward to, oh, look at that lip oil. Gorge. I'm so looking forward to going to Starbucks. Seattle's the home of Starbucks. The first ever one is here. In case you didn't know, I found that out yesterday. And I love Starbucks. We have Starbucks back home, but I'm sure it's not the same. And I am really keen to try it. And there's so many of them. I did like how many are within like a 1 kilometer radius, and there was 21, which I think is excessive, but in a good way. Okay. Just gonna blend this bad boy in. Oh, that is a lot of warmth. My bed's pretty comfy. My hotel is absolutely nothing flash, but that's okay. We can rough it. And obviously I'm not roughing it, but there's like no cutlery. And I went down, so I got Chipotle yesterday and they didn't give me any cutlery. And I was so hungry and I was like, I'm gonna cry. being very dramatic, and I went downstairs and I was like, Katie, a cutlery, and she's like, not really, like I've got a disposable spork, and I was like, that'll do, thank you very much. Okay, do I look, is the color match just offensive? We'll end some of that down. Hopefully no one will compare the color of my face with the color of my neck. I'm excited to get like my little goodie bag. I saw people yesterday walking around the city. I didn't check into the conference yesterday. I'm gonna check in this morning. That doesn't look too bad actually, to be honest. Just ignore how like it could be worse. It could be worse. It's okay, it could be worse. And powder wise, my tried and true Huda Beauty. I was debating whether to try the Givenchy one yesterday, but I was like, no, we don't need that. We're good here. We're good here. And I'm using my little powder puff from Holy Grail. I do have a discount code in the bio if you are interested in the world's best lashes. I'm just gonna, not bake, but like also kind of like a little bit, you know? I do wrinkle like under my eyes and like in my crow's feet because I haven't had my Botox in a while. And I'm just gonna put like loose powder. Oh, no, I'm gonna bronze. Also, I haven't showed you guys this. This is my new favorite bronzer. It's Westman Atelier. Also got it from Mecca in Biscuit. I'm obsessed. Oh, it's magnet. It is so freaking nice. The last thing I need, actually probably is it the last thing I need or the thing I need most? Bronzer. Yes, bronzer, but like on my body, not just on my face. Just a little bit. Just to add a little bit of color. I haven't worn makeup in like 3 days because I've been traveling. And I sort of look in the mirror when I was in like the airplane bathroom and just got like the biggest jump scare of my life. Oh my God, don't fucking tell me I didn't bring my bronzer brush. Oh, it's here. Price of the vetted. It just blends so freaking nicely. I usually always use the Charlotte Tilbury like bronzer and blush, but I'm just having a bit of a break from them at the moment. But yeah, I love this color. It's like the perfect bronze for like, I was gonna say pale girls, but I do use it when I have fake tan on. It's still pretty. I'm gonna have to tie my hair up because it's so freaking dirty, but I can't wash it because I don't have an adapter for my Dyson. So I'd have to rock wet hair, wet unstyled hair. So I need to go to Target. Hopefully they'll have an adapter. Okay, now we're gonna do our new blush from Say. It's in the color Chili. What really surprises me as well here, I only went to Target and Sephora, but there's security everywhere. And like, not just like a security like at the door, like they're wearing like batons and tasers, and there's so many of them. And I'm just like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's so crazy. I was like kind of scared. Lots of security. Okay, oh, look at this. It's like a very hot pink, but it's also got like undertones of like kind of purpley, like mauve. Yeah, blends nicely. It's definitely not, like it doesn't go as far as the Rare Beauty. You know how like if you put a single molecule of Rare Beauty on, like your whole face is like, it's just so pigmented. This is like, I think it's almost better because you don't have to work too hard to blend it. Do I need a little bit more? Maybe a little bit more. So I am vlogging this whole week. This is just a separate little video. I've already got so much footage. I'm only here for not even a week. I mean, I leave on Friday and today's Monday. So, okay, let's powder the rest of my face. And then I would like to go to Starbucks. I also really want to try, there's this, I can't remember what it's called. It's this viral eyebrow pencil from Maybelline. It's like Brow and Go or something like that. And it looks so good. Like it's super ultra fine. And I want a new eyebrow because my Kosas one is pretty much out. I didn't mind the Kosas one, but it's just probably not like the, I feel like there's better out there, you know. It's this guy. I usually will like gel my brows too, but I don't like doing it after I've like put a base on because it kind of affects the foundation a little bit. I can't see. Okay, I'm just gonna use you as a mirror, thank you. I was like really excited to try like American Lululemon and like Victoria's Secret. We don't have either, and there's neither of those things in Seattle, which is kind of lame. And there's also no In-N-Out. They are cousins, not sisters. Okay. That'll have to do. And I'm gonna do like a really light layer of eyeshadow over the top of my eyelids because like I always get, you know, like the little line of foundation. I just brought this like Mecca home brand little kit. I'm just gonna use the bronzer in there. Gorge. And mascara. My current, I actually was reminded yesterday that Benefit Roller Lash exists. And from memory, that was like pretty much my favorite mascara. I just completely forgot about it. I am using the Hourglass Unlocked, which I do like, but from memory, I like the Benefit one more. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Okay, we are lashed up. I'm just going to set with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. That's gonna wrap up this video. I probably will be going back to Sephora, so if you have any product recommendations for the US Sephora, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video.